So the journey to Belgrade starts here, Manchester Airport. Next stop Paris, would you believe? Things you've got to do to save money. Well, this airport, which is where we're connecting for the flight to Belgrade, has to be the smallest, most chaotic airport I've ever been in. And I've flown from Manchester to Southampton for a Boxing Day game years ago, and that was Diddy, but this is something else. What's your experience like then? What do you think of this connection?
This connection flight has been a bit, it's different. Yeah, that's the word, different. Totally different. That you come off a plane, you walk out, and then you go, hold on, where's the terminal? Oh, we're in it. Hold on, we can't go back in yet, so we'll have a drink, and go back, and then you get in the car, and it's chaos. Absolute chaos.
There's nothing airside here.
There's nothing. That's why they keep you that side. And then I hope you've shown all the queues that go into flights that were 6:30 and they're not even on yet. So
is it worth all this to watch City?
It is, definitely. It definitely is.
Next stop, Belgrade. This is the area in the centre of the city where I guess the shops are and what you might call the Christmas market behind me, but most of the buildings in Belgrade seem to be very run down. You can tell it's not a rich country, which I guess is fairly obvious, but it's also quite the buildings on the outside look as if they've been contaminated by industry in the past, so a very old city which isn't as modern as many of those that City are lucky enough to travel to, but interesting nevertheless. Tell me a little bit about your city to begin with. What do you think of Belgrade?
Belgrade is very nice city. It's very good for the nightlife, for the football fans, for the drinking and to enjoy. And come to Belgrade, you will see what's good life.
It feels quite an old city and it looks as if there's been a lot of industry here.
Yeah, you're now in the most important city of Belgrade, walking zone. If you go left and straight, you come to the castle Kalvin from the middle century, and that's I think most important what you can see in the old town.
You're a Partizan Belgrade fan?
Yeah, Partizan Belgrade.
City are playing Red Star Belgrade tonight, so how do you feel about that then?
I feel, I don't know how I feel, but I think you will destroy Red Star.
Really?
For us, for the Partizan fans.
We've been told that Belgrade's quite a dangerous city for fans coming from another country.
Probably it is, but now you have a lot of security, a lot of police, and you can feel safe. Don't worry.
So you don't think there'll be any problems tonight?
No, tonight no. Maybe after match if some people was drink and critical, but I think not.
Is there extra motivation for Red Star tonight because there's nothing to play for? But will there be anger because City are European champions?
No, with really football lovers, we respect all clubs who win the Champions League. Like a Manchester City, yeah.
What's the Partizan Belgrade, Red Star Belgrade derby like?
Oh, it's very critical. With a lot of pyro show, lot of troubles, problems, fights. But that's all normal for us because we are very big football fans and whatever.
Who's the best team then in Belgrade?
Partizan.
Nice to meet you.
Also, bye.
That fort is massive, and if you were defending this particular part of the country, you had it made, because it is very difficult to take it over.
Wow, it's been there a long time then, hasn't it?
It has been there since Jesus and before.
And maybe even before the dinosaurs, because there's a lot of dinosaurs down there, isn't there?
There are, yeah. I don't think they're real though. Plenty of military hardware there as well. Missiles, rockets, tanks, all sorts. Well worth a look.
What are you thinking about tonight then? It's meaningless, is it?
It is 0-0, I reckon.
0-0.
I do. Yeah.
It can't be 0-0, can it? We've come a long way for this.
We're going to thrash them, definitely. And you know, we were out with a few lads last night from Red Star, and they're well up for it. Definitely, they're well up for it. So it's going to be a good game, without a doubt.
Absolutely lovely city, people really kind, really, yeah, so far so good. Away at the Military Museum, saw some sights and whatnot. A real expedition to get here. Edinburgh to Paris Charles de Gaulle to Munich to here. Tomorrow it's here to Paris to Dublin to Edinburgh. But it's worth it to see the Blues. And tonight, I think we'll go with a second string, but I fancy Oscar Bobb tonight to maybe do something. 2-1 City is what I fancy.
It makes my journey going home via Malaga seem like not all that bad, actually. What you're doing.
It's the adventure, Ian, isn't it? For me, I don't know if I'm trying to recreate Istanbul, but it's been a blast.
Does it feel like a dead rubber to you? You're not bothered about it again?
It's the occasion, isn't it? We're all City fans. We're all here. Yeah, the game's a dead rubber, but to win the group would be fantastic.
Oh, they have done.
Yeah, we've won the group, but to win them with 18 points, 6 out of 6 would be fantastic. If they don't, it's not a bad one. Oscar Bobb, Rico Lewis and Sergio Gomez maybe get some minutes. Ortega, I think Kalvin Phillips might even start tonight. So yeah, looking forward to it.
Enjoy.
Thank you very much. Keep up the good work.
We've been here since, me and Dean have been here since Sunday. We did Edinburgh, Frankfurt here, and going back tomorrow it's via Zurich. So we've only got one stop, so a bit different to some of the other guys. It's been interesting looking on Facebook and seeing all the different routes that people have been taking, so that's been quite good.
What do you think of Belgrade? You've been here longer. I only came late last night. I mean, at the moment, what I've seen of it, it seems a very old city. And
yeah, it's what I expected. I sort of pictured it and thought this is what I expect, but it's absolutely lovely. The people are friendly, and we're staying a bit further out, so we've been using taxis back and forward, and it's dirt cheap, and a couple of pounds for a pint. You can't beat it, can you?
You're not worried about what about tonight? Are you worried about the fact that they're going to lock City fans in, and they're supposed to be sort of like fans looking for trouble?
Not really. I've been to many away grounds in the past, and it's somehow the usual practice, so it's not unusual. It's just that we as individuals also have responsibility for how we conduct ourselves. But generally speaking, when I look at the environment so far, there's not been any trouble. Although I did hear about some fans who got jumped on, unfortunately. But I think that's the rare occasion, not the usual.
There are some places you can go where you wear colours, and I know that you've got a sky blue top on, and I know you've got underneath your big coat, and you've got one too, but I just wonder if people are a little bit, I wonder if people are being a bit more cautious about wearing colours.
Definitely. I'm not seeing hardly anyone wearing colours. Like today there's been more, but there was no colours on show. I think I've seen one person yesterday, but other than that it's been really sort of neutral. But it's, like we said earlier, it's like you can spot us a mile off sometimes, can't you? So it doesn't change whether you wear the colours or not, and I've just wore this rather than a shirt, so yeah, been careful but still wearing the colours.
Well, stay safe and enjoy.
Thank you.
Enjoy the game.
Cheers, thank you.
No one's following that. I can't let him do what
I've walked all around the ground now and I don't think I've ever seen so many riot police outside the stadium, but here we are outside the main bit of Red Star Belgrade, a very historic club. Well, this will be my view tonight inside the stadium. The City fans are quite close to where I am, which is, you can't really see it, but there's two sets of netting on either side, so they're effectively in a cage. But it's not as bad as I actually feared. We came up here on coaches, a coach escort, and I'm told that the City fans will be kept in for at least an hour and a half after the game. With all that riot police I could see outside, it seems they're expecting some trouble. Let's hope there isn't any.
It's been excellent, the amount of changes we've got. Obviously young Micah Hamilton's going to get the headlines and he's been outstanding, rightly so. Oscar Bobb playing that false nine, causing him all sorts of problems. Matheus Nunes as well, so yeah, considering the changes, considering there's a lot of players now that haven't been playing, I think it'll be outstanding and a fantastic atmosphere as well.
I'm sure you've seen that picture of Pep when Micah was a ball boy. It's worked out for him, hasn't it?
It has, and Phil Foden, you know, we've got a habit of never mind getting our academy kids into the team, getting the ball boys into the team, so long they continue.
Well, that was classy by City on so many levels. Micah Hamilton, first of all, with the first goal from a ball boy. We've seen the pictures of Pep encouraging him to throw the ball back quicker, and he certainly scored a goal quick in his debut. Great performance by him, lots of great speed. Oscar Bobb, what a goal that was, wriggling in and scoring that goal. We've seen him, you know that I watch the EDS and the youth teams whenever I can, and I've seen him develop, and he is some prospect. And then Phil Foden had the penalty and passed it on to Kalvin Phillips, and he took it, and boy did he relish it. And the City fans loved it, he loved it. That was pure class by my football team. Well done, a 3-2 victory with youngsters showing that the future is indeed very, very bright, and the academy isn't doing a bad job at all, is it? Well, let's see who else I can speak to, but from here in Belgrade, I really enjoyed that. It was well worth coming. So that was a little earlier in the stadium. I'm back now. So that's it from me. I'll be back at the Crystal Palace game, of course, at the weekend. In the meantime, after a night like that with so much talent on show, young talent as well, just remember this. And thanks very much, before I say it, to motoringoffencelawyers.com, to Timpson and to RRG Group. Isn't it great to be a Blue?